Overall crime is down in Grand Rapids, and in some key areas it's down a lot.
New at 6, 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey went one-on-one with the new chief, David Rahinsky, to talk about those numbers and what's needed to keep them down.
The latest numbers show overall crime in Grand Rapids down to the lowest level in over 3 decades. In the first 6 months of this year, murders are down nearly 70% from the same period a year ago, from 6 to 2. Rape cases are down nearly 50%. Assaults were up, evening out violent crime stats. Still, overall serious crime is down about 12%. Property and crimes often considered misdemeanors are down about 11.5%. Even where crime numbers are up, the numbers can be deceiving. Auto thefts are up close to 14%, and moped thefts are a big part of that reason. One suspect is tied to about 30% of those thefts.
That's one guy. So, and that does go to show you that one person, the numbers are getting so low that 1, 2, 3, 4 events can cause a big statistical change.
The number crunchers at GRPD say after a significant drop in crime stats in the early 1990s, they began to plateau. But then in 2008, they began the current downward trend. New GRPD Chief David Rahinsky credits the department's proactive approach. As for changes he might push, he says he's listening to his officers and the community before making any moves.
To make sure that their priorities mirror our priorities.
Of course, the department has been keeping crime down with fewer officers. GRPD is hiring, but that still won't bring them to the manpower numbers of the past, which begs the question, with crime numbers like this, do they really need more officers? For Chief Rahinsky, it goes back to that proactive approach.
We do things like Youth Police Academy, a lot of outreach programs. That's very labor intensive. So if we want to have the manpower to go out and do these things and work with the community and build those relationships, we need those resources.
Despite all the numbers, again, violent crimes have evened out. One problem area that's added to those numbers, and that's in the West Service area, where violent crimes are up some 18%. In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.